Well, hello folks, George here. Hope everybody's doing good. Well, I'm trying my hand at Railroads Online, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Now, this here is Silver City. This is a little park that I've came up with, kind of like a railroad theme park. And of course we've got the Lima here, the Lima 280. We'll be riding or traveling on this one here in just a few minutes, but I wanted to kind of show you around what I've done. Now, the thing about Railroads Online, it kind of reminds me of Planet Coaster. So if you've ever played Planet Coaster, you know you can build your towns and your parks and stuff, and then you can ride the rides afterwards, you know, when you're finished with laying the tracks and all that stuff. So kind of reminds me of that. And Railroads Online, the developers, they have added some props, and for the longest time I never used this, or I never bought the game. I just, you know, I watched a lot of videos. Look at these outhouses. But since I've purchased this game, probably about maybe 6-7 months ago, and then they've added props not too long ago, I was able to really enjoy it, of what they've done. Now, this is some of the buildings. This is Silver City, and in the background there would be kind of like the entrance. We don't have a whole lot of props and a whole lot of things to work with yet. I'm hoping that the developers add a lot of props. Hint, hint to the devs. We and some trees and shrubberies and walls and roads. We need roads right now. We really do. We need a lot of things. But talk about walls. Look here. This is something that I was trying to build a wall with the telegraph poles, and well, that didn't turn out too good, but there it is. But yeah, you can place your trains, you know, side tracks and all. So I mean, there is a lot. This area out here, I have my industry. I put all the industry in one area, and then the passenger service train, which would be the tourist train, I guess, it surrounds the whole area on the outside there. So, and of course we got some wagons now, and so I just hope that they do continue adding more props, and it just makes the game more fun. I would like to see some animation, you know, like animals. I'd like to see farmlands, cabins, even people. I'd want to see people, you know. I'd like for them to, and this is one of the little fishing piers I made out of one of the bridges from the track. So you have to kind of use your imagination in this game if you're kind of thinking of what you want to do. Now, this area here, this is our first stop leaving Silver City. This will be Lake Lure Resort, and it's named after an actual park in Lake Lure in Chimney Rock, North Carolina. But so, and actually Lake Lure, if you ever saw the movie Dirty Dancing, that's where they filmed part of that movie at. So, but here's our cabins, and the train will stop here. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Here's another pier where you can go out and fish if you'd like, or just kind of set out and look at the lake there. And so I didn't have a whole lot to work with, but here is what I came up with. And on down the line of the tracks here, we got we're close to Pioneer Valley. This is another town, and this is a just right before you get into the town. This would be a maybe a engine shed, or you know, a working area. And this is Pioneer Valley. Like I said, I'd love to see like some I'd love to see like cabins and animals and all that. But Pioneer Valley, this stop here is the second stop on the rail line, on the passenger line. You can come and see, and they have Heritage Day, you know, Heritage Railroad Day, where you can come and see some special old Shea engines and kind of step up and look at them. And this is another logging camp here. I kind of disguised some of the stuff here, but I thought it would fit right into Pioneer Valley here. I really like this area. And then our last stop will be Chimney Rock Park, and this one is another area that's named after Chimney Rock, North Carolina, which is a beautiful area. But this is just right out into the desert here, and Just a little old town that the train would stop. You can, of course, get you something to eat, and then if you'd like, you can go hiking up the mountain there. The train would run several times a day. Plus, there would probably be some sort of transport to take you back to Silver City to the parking area. But up on the mountain up here, you'd climb up, and you could see, and they'd have little cafes or something up here, and it'd be a nice little viewing area of the area. And then I made a walking area, a little pier here, or a bridge, I guess, an overhang bridge where you could walk out. That's another thing, you know, if we could get some different new bridges, that'd be good too. So I think it's time to go ahead and get started. First of all, this train right here, this would be the luggage or the supply train. So this is the train that would go get supplies for the town of Silver City and all the other little towns, and it would go out to the industry there. So it's kind of my idea of, well, you know, it's a good way to keep the town stocked up with supplies and stuff. So, but anyway, here we go. Let's get this Lima going, and love this engine. This is one of their brand new engines that they just added. And let's get some coal going here. And I'm not very good at understanding what makes a train go, or especially the steam engines. But boy, I tell you, I have really enjoyed just learning a little bit about, you know, what it takes to operate a steam engine. And this is nowhere near the hard work that goes into it. Love that sound. Love that whistle sound. So we're going to leave Silver City, and we've got our passengers ready. And let's hit the bell here. Let's get on out to town. And like I said, I love the sound of all the engines and the whistles and everything. So this train here, it'd be with the passengers. And it's kind of reminds me of maybe Tweetsie Railroad or Dollywood. You know how they run maybe once an hour or something like that. So this is kind of where that would be at too. So, but yeah, the engines here, just I love the engines. I love the antlers. This whistle, this blue whistle. That's another thing that we could use too, is some crossings, some actual crossings. We have to make them out of the wood planks, which they gave us some wood planks, so that works. But boy, I tell you, it's a challenge to try to figure out how to make stuff, you know. And right now you're very limited on that. So, but I love the graphics on this game. It is really, the graphics are just great. They really are. Yeah, the other thing too that I find that I wish that they would have done in the beginning, I guess, of this game, or when they were developing or designing it and everything, is the groundwork. You can't move any ground. You can't dig holes or anything like that. So. And I think now someone said that I saw where Unreal Engine 5, I guess that's the graphics that they use, that now maybe they can do that. I don't know. So, but I'm sure down the road they're gonna be adding, you know, all kind of things and stuff. I'd love to be able to see tunnels. That's another thing too. And in my thought, you know, since we can't move the ground, it'd be good, maybe they would build a map that has tunnels. You know, there already has tunnels made up so we can go through the mountains. That would help, I think, a lot. Yeah, I know that they had talked about they're working on passenger service, so that'll be great. So I'm curious to see what the people are going to look like. You know, are they going to be animated, or is it, you know, I'm just very curious about that. I keep referencing back to, I love this view right here. This is so cool. Yeah, and I did. Let's blow the whistle here. I love blowing the whistle and listening to the sound of that. Each one of the engines have their own different sounds. And I do keep referencing back to like Planet Coaster, you know, like Planet Zoo, even City Skylines, you know, where you can build your own thing. But now, Planet Coaster, like I said, you can ride your own rides, you know, after you're finished, and that kind of reminds me of what this is like. And I don't know if the developers, I don't know if they realize what kind of potential they have here. I would open a prop shop and just sell props, you know. Of course, it'd be nice. It would definitely be nice if we could get them free, you know, or maybe have a you know, a mod community that they'd open up to the mods, so, you know, modders that would be able to develop different things for the game, you know. But I know that you know, they're wanting to make money from this game, so. But I have definitely so far I've gotten my money's worth. And here's our view from the pier. I can just imagine sitting there fishing off the pier and seeing this old steam train go by. That would be awesome. What a day. What a day. So we're getting close to Lake Lure, the resort. Let's blow the whistle. I love the sound of that. And this is the only way I could get the track to, because there's no really level ground through here. I mean, there is, but there's not. And I've seen a lot of the people that work on Railroads Online that's build mounts, their own mounts. And they have their trains like on stilts, you know, on the bridges, the trestles all through the mountainside, and that's fine. I just see this as level right here. This is about as level as I could get, and I just like to see the train, you know, going through the ground area and level area. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but anyway, we're coming into Lake Lure. I guess we should blow the whistle. This would definitely be a great resort to stay at, I think, for myself. I would enjoy that, especially if the train passed by, you know, every so often. But the camera angles here too, that's another thing that I'm hoping they work on, because I had to film this twice, this whole train sim. It's hard to explain how I had to do this, but the outer shots, away shots, you can't really do that. I mean, you can, but whoop, there we go. We have stopped and ready to unload the passengers and load the passengers, and I think it's time to get started again. So, yeah, that would be a good thing if they'll give us some new camera angles, you know, so that we can actually operate the train from a distance. I'd like to see that. And another thing that I'd like to see is AI, the AI engines, or, you know, where you can have like maybe other trains running at the same time. That would be awesome. You know, have another passenger service running. Now this game is online, so it's strictly online. So, and what that means basically is just that you can have, I forget how many players you can have, maybe up to 15 or something like that. So you can have other players, and, you know, they can operate the trains. But I'd like to see like the AIs, you know, operating a train, and but there's a lot of things I'd love to see in this game. But so far it's pretty nice, pretty fun to play. And the scenery so far this is the new map. There's only 2 maps right now on Railroads Online, but this is the newest one, and I think they did a really good job. There's some of the people that has played this game for a while, they kind of are frowning on it, but for the most part I think everybody is enjoying it. And they're I love the wooded area and the desert area too, so yeah, definitely would like to see maybe some cars and trucks in the game. If nothing else, just static, But it'd be nice if they could animate, the cars and trucks, kind of like they do in Trains 2019 or 2022. So I had to be a little creative on some of these camera shots here. Now we're getting ready to come into Pioneer Valley. So this is our second stop on our passenger series. And like I said, I would love to see like maybe cabins and maybe some cows and farmland, farm equipment back in the 1800s, because that's what the game is set in, is the 1800s. So we're passing by the engine shed here at Pioneer Valley here, and this engine here, I kind of just made it up. That would be one of them engines that everybody's like, wow, what about that one? Can we ride that one? But this is the Late Lure Express. Here is Pioneer Valley, and we are rolling in. And this little town, I believe at the theme park you would be able to stay in each one of the towns that you'd want to choose from. That would be awesome. Time to get started. So now we're going to head to our last final stop before we get into Silver City. And our next last stop will be Chimney Rock Park. Chimney Rock Park Resort. And that would be a nice area to stay at too. But I love this little Pioneer area here. I really do. The logging camps are nice too, like them. Yeah, I was having speed issues here, trying to get the train up to speed and keep the tracks level when I was building the tracks. That was a hard thing to learn how to do and figure out, And here's one of our crossings here. And they do have a swamp area too. I didn't set the tracks to go through there, but they do have that. And again, the scenery in this game is really nice. It really is. So now we're coming in to Chimney Rock Park. And if you've never been to Chimney Rock, North Carolina, if you're over in that area, you should definitely go. It's a beautiful area. And there is the lake over there. It's Lake Lure, but they have a rock that you can climb up on. Now we've stopped, and it is time to start back up, unload the passengers, load them up, and head out of town, I believe. Yeah, the game, they gave us telegraph offices. So yeah, the telegraph office, they on the map you can jump from one area to the next, so which is nice. Now this next little area, this is the next little area here. Of course, this coming up to the right there, this is the arch. Now a lot of people I've seen make maps and they have their train going through there, but it's so uphill and uneven. I decided to just go up this way, but there is the wagon the wagon train, and I got the idea from the little wagons. And so this is kind of my Planet Coaster creation of Railroads Online. So this is for, we don't have campfires. We need some campfires in this game, but this is I thought this was a good idea. I think this is what you kind of would see out and about. So we're in the desert area. We're heading back to Silver City. There's Chimney Rock in the background there. I don't think that rock you could walk up to, but you could definitely rock climb it. I kind of just added a few things here and there out on the side tracks there. And again, this is some of the creation on the tracks, so it wouldn't look all the same throughout the tracks there. So kind of a stairway, wallway, rockway area there. Another thing I'd like to see too is maybe, of course, I'd like to see some new tracks too, you know, new types of tracks, grassy tracks and stuff. This here, I don't know why I came up with this, but it looks like a wagon that flipped over, and don't look like somebody, it looks like somebody may have not have survived, but I came up with a little cross there, so, and that wasn't the easiest thing to try to figure out, I can tell you. And this is, like I said, this is the industry area. This is, of course, I have the sawmill, and I have the coal mine out there. And I'm more about the passenger service. That's what I like. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be excited if they get us a passenger service. I know that they are working on November the 19th, 2023. They are releasing a new update, which is going to have I think it's supposed to be a new industry. So we're all excited and wondering what that's going to be. So. So we're coming into back into Silver City, where we started our journey. And there, over to the left there is the rail yard. It was so difficult to try to figure out the angles here. There's so many ways I'd love to have been able to film this coming in of the town and all, so, but I did what I could on it. So here we are, folks. We are back into Silver City, and of course the passengers that are waiting to ride the train out of town would be waiting, and then we'll unload the train there of the existing passengers. The town, I think, would be full of people if we had animated people and all. That would be awesome. Just walking around. I'd love to see some dogs, you know, barking and all. Even a gunfight or something. That'd be fun. But anyway, folks, we are back in town, and I sure appreciate you riding along with me. Stop this train. Blow the whistle. So, folks, there we go. That is Silver City Railroad, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And, well, I hope all of you have a good rest of your week. And until next time, folks, this is George, and we'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching.